want it to do. I like to put it after the distortions for the reason I brought up before. I can get my distortion sound unchanged at any volume, and I can always be adjusting it to the sound of the band, to, so it's not too loud, it's not too soft, but without changing the quality of it. If you change your volume from your guitar knob, it's not the same. If I put, well, now that we've determined that this actually does clean up, let's try this. So if I decide that's too loud and I turn my guitar down, it doesn't sound the same anymore. But if I determine it's too loud and I turn the volume pedal down, the sound is the same. So that's one, and then I find I can do that, and I can still use my volume knob on the guitar for other things, like the overdrive, if I want, So I can either do that and turn it down volume, and it's the same sound, or I can affect it with the volume, where it cleans up when I turn it down. So you have your choice. One thing I do though, is I wouldn't put it, I put it before all the modulation and delay and ambient effects. Some people, you can put it after the modulation effects, it doesn't make any difference. And what I mean by modulation is things like phaser, flanger, tremolo, things that, dare I say it, modulate the sound, make it do things like, well, I'll explain where the modulation comes in a second when we get to that. But I definitely would not put it after the delay or the reverb, because if you're playing a delay, and if you use a volume pedal, it just clips it right off. The volume pedal after it. But if you use a volume pedal before it, I can take the volume pedal down, but the delays continue to go, and that's really the effect I want. Or for that other effect I was demonstrating, a sort of ambient thing. I want to be able to bring the volume back down without truncating it, without cutting it off. So I bring the volume down, but the reverb and the delay continue. Okay. Now the other, well, as I said, the other use for a volume pedal can be a noise gate. If you have noise coming out, but you don't want to shut the pedal off, you just pull that down. Because the noisy stuff is going to tend to be the overdrives and stuff on this side of the volume pedal. People use it, I don't know if anybody's seen Robin Ford do this, but he uses it as sort of a faux tremolo pedal. You can do that kind of stuff with it. There's something else that is it possible to get some water up here? Or coffee, any liquid?